The essential guide to buying a used car, what you need to know. Are you ready to take the plunge and buy a used car? This can be an intimidating process, especially if you're a first-time car buyer. With so many options, how do you know which one to choose? Do you go for the lowest price, or is it better to invest in a more expensive model? To help you make the best decision, here's your essential guide to buying a used car. This guide will provide you with the knowledge and resources you need to find the perfect car for your budget and lifestyle. You'll learn the basics of inspecting and evaluating used cars, how to spot a good deal, and how to protect your investment. With this guide, you'll be able to approach your car shopping with confidence and get the perfect car for your needs. Why buy a used car? Buying used has several advantages. First, it's a lot cheaper than buying a brand new car. Used cars are almost always less expensive than new, in part because they depreciate in value much faster than new cars do. New cars, even the cheapest ones, lose about 20% of their value in just the first year, while mid-range models lose about 10% during the same time period. Used cars also have fewer costs associated with them. Aside from fuel, insurance, maintenance, and repair costs, used car buyers don't have to worry about initial depreciation, dealer's fees, or sales tax. Used cars also have lower CO2 emissions and use less fuel than new vehicles. Finally, buying used allows you to get a more powerful and luxurious vehicle than you might be able to afford when buying new. Many used cars are designed to be reliable and last for many years. If you do your research, you can buy a used car that has all of the benefits of a new model, minus the high price tag. Understanding the basics of inspecting and evaluating used cars. Before you even shop for a used car, you need to be prepared for the inspection process. When you go to look at a car, you'll need to bring a few tools with you to ensure that the car is safe and reliable. The first and most important tool for used car buyers is a mechanic. A mechanic can assess the car's condition and let you know if the car is safe to drive, as well as if it's likely to break down in the near future. Next, you'll want to bring a flashlight, a notepad, and a pen. The flashlight will let you see under the hood and inspect the condition of the car's engine. The notepad and pen are useful for writing down information about the car, such as the odometer reading and maintenance history. Finally, you should bring a car jack and wheel lug wrench. These will allow you to get a better look at the tires and inspect them for tread wear and other damage. How to spot a good deal. When shopping for a used car, it's important to be familiar with the average price for a given model in your area. Be aware of how much the different models in a particular make and model cost, including any options and modifications. This way, you'll know what to look for when you start shopping for used cars. You should also make sure to shop at a reputable dealership. Reputable dealers will be transparent about the car's history and come with a vehicle history report. If you can, try to negotiate the price of the used car before you make an offer on it. You'll have a much better chance of getting a good price if you can walk into the dealership and make a firm offer. Researching the vehicle history. Even when buying a used car from a reputable dealership, it's a good idea to order a vehicle history report. This report will tell you everything you need to know about the car, including its history and past owners. The vehicle history report will include information like the car's odometer reading, accident history, repair history, and other important information. A good vehicle history report will also list information about the car's title, such as whether the car was salvaged or if it was repossessed. A vehicle history report is a good way to tell if there's something fishy about the car that the dealer isn't revealing. It can also help you decide if a car that has been flagged as salvage is worth buying. Financing options for used cars. When purchasing a used car, most people will finance the car through one of the car's owners or the dealership. While financing a used car can be a good option, you'll need to be careful. Dealer financing is often expensive, and you may be forced to buy unnecessary coverage and extras such as a maintenance contract. You may want to try to secure a loan from the car's owner if possible. If the owner is willing to finance the car for you, you'll want to be careful. Be sure to check the owner's credit score and interest rate to be sure you're getting a good deal. If you're financing the car through a bank or credit union, you'll want to make sure you have a good payment history to get the best interest rates on your loan. Negotiating the right price. The best way to negotiate the price of a used car is to start with a price lower than what you think the car is worth. When you start shopping for used cars, you'll probably feel a bit overwhelmed by all of the different models and options available. When you're shopping for a used car, it's important to keep in mind that the car doesn't just have to be a sound investment. You'll also need to be able to afford the monthly payments. If you found a used car that you want to buy, there are a few simple tricks you can use to negotiate a lower price. First, you can ask the owner if they are willing to take less for the car. If they turn you down, you can offer them less for the car. Protecting your investment. When buying a used car, one of your biggest concerns will be protecting your investment. To protect yourself as a used car buyer, you'll need to make sure that you check the car's history and make sure that you're buying a car with a clean title. This will help you avoid buying a car that has been stolen or repossessed. Consider taking the car to a mechanic for a pre-purchase inspection. This will give you a good idea of the car's condition and let you know if there are any problems that you might need to fix before you take the car home. Get car insurance before you drive away with your new car. You'll want to make sure that you have adequate coverage, especially if you're driving a used car. Schedule regular maintenance for your car. This will help you avoid repairs and keep your car running like new for many years. Tips for buying a used car. When buying a used car, it's important to remember that you get what you pay for. You don't have to spend a fortune on a car, but you also shouldn't expect to get a luxury model for the price of a cheap car. You also shouldn't feel pressured to buy the first used car you see. Used car shopping can be a long and exhausting process. You may need to visit several dealerships and look at many different cars before you find the right one for you. When used car shopping, you may want to consider buying a used hybrid or electric car. These cars are more expensive than regular used cars, but they have lower CO2 emissions and can save you money on gas. Wrapping up the car buying process. Buying a used car is an important investment that can last for years if you do your research and buy a reliable model. To make sure you get the best used car possible, follow these tips. Shop around. You can find a used car at any number of places, from used car lots to online sales. Make sure you shop around to find the best deal. Stay alert.